released a video, Portuguese dishcloth video, and I cast on for that project in video, and I said, I'm not sure if there's a Portuguese cast on, and sure enough, I got some feedback from folks. And I got a feedback from a gal named Christina, and she lives in Portugal, and she sat in her knitting chair and shot a quick video for me showing me the Portuguese cast on, and it was very cool, so I wanted to be sure to make a video of it. If you want to see a playlist of all my Portuguese knitting videos, just click the little eye in the upper right hand corner, and that will take you to that playlist, including basic knitting and purling and increasing and decreasing and ribbing. I think those are the videos in there. Oh, and the project, the dishcloth project. This tutorial, or this video, is brought to us by Knitter's Pride. I'm using their Marblz needles for this. This is a Marblz interchangeable set, and you can see how pretty these needles are. These needles have a nice satiny finish and a long taper, making them good for complicated stitches, but they have a little bit of grip to them, so they're really good for especially for loose knitters or beginner knitters who are worried about stitches sliding off the needles. And the pocket, they always give us these great cases. The pocket in the back there will hold the different cords and everything else you need for the interchangeable set. This is my own personal set. You'll see one set is missing because these are the needles that I'm using to demonstrate this. Okay, to get set up with Portuguese knitting, I actually have my Portuguese knitting pin on this time. And so I'm going to pull the yarn through the Portuguese pin. Actually, I want to make more of a point of this. I have the end of the yarn in my left hand, and the working yarn is coming from my right hand, and I want to put it in like this, just so that we get this set up properly from the start. Okay, so now that we have that, we're ready to get started. So let's take a look. Okay, I'm actually going to take it out and make a slip knot first. And now I'm going to put it in my knitting pin. Okay, if you've watched the other Portuguese knitting videos, the setup here is that we're going to keep tension by making a yarn ring on the middle finger of our right hand and running the yarn through our fingers like that. I'm going to hold on to my awesome Marblz needles in my right hand and put the slip knot on the needle. Okay, so the way that I have this here, oh, you know what I didn't mention is that this is an awesome PURL-WISE cast-on. Yes, that's important. I'll be sure to say that in the video description field. It's an awesome PURL-WISE cast-on, and you'll see that it ends up the opposite side of the work is facing you when you're done. So the tail is over here coming this way, and the working yarn is going up to my pin this way. I'm going to take my first finger and go down and kind of scoop the yarn, put the needle in the loop on my finger, flick the yarn over my thumb, and pull up my finger out of that loop. Scoop the yarn up with my finger, put the needle through the loop on my finger, flick the yarn around the needle, and then pull the needle up through the loop on my finger and pull my finger out. Around my first finger, needle into that loop, flick the yarn around the needle, pull the needle through that loop, and pull your finger out. Oops. You see, it's a long tail cast on, but the purl side of the work is facing us as we're doing it. Oops, I did not get good tension on those last few. It helps to go the same consistent speed throughout and not speed up and slow down like I am here. I'm going to do it again slowly with pauses in it. Scoop the yarn up with your first finger. Put the needle in the loop on your finger. Flick the yarn over the needle. Pull the yarn up through the loop on your finger and pull your finger out. And that's it. It's a very cool cast on. I think it's fun to work. And I know there'll be questions about my knitting pin. I got my knitting pin. It's magnetic. I got it on Etsy, and I will give a link to the shop where I got this knitting pin. Many thanks to Knitter's Pride and their Marblz needles for sponsoring this video. Good luck.